Is being small the secret to a profitable lawn care business? G'day viewers, Jeff from McPhee's Gardening, Melbourne, Australia. In today's video, I'm going to discuss about being small. Can it be profitable? We'll talk about that a little bit soon. But yes, being small has its disadvantages, as we know. When we first start out, we have grand we want to be the biggest and the best. We want to have a big company, we want to employ people. That's what some people want to do when they first start out. Some just want a lifestyle, some want to just work on their own and just potter along. Now, when you're working small, you're not going to be a millionaire, we all know that. And nor is 90-something% of people that are working anyway in most businesses. So it's only a small percentage of people that are going to get to that stage, and that's when you're getting really big and employing people, large contracts, etc. And that's fine. Being small, it can be, if you're not on the tools, if you're not working, or your business is not working, and of course you lack resources, and of course you don't have that ability to take on huge contracts because, let's face it, you can only do so much on your own. You can reach capacity, you can reach full books, and after that, unless you employ people, you can't do any more. But of course, as we know, there's only a certain amount of money that you need. How much money do you really need to live? You want lifestyle, you want to live comfortably, and that's the philosophy of running a small business, I believe anyway. There's a lot of misconceptions, of course. Being big means you're going to be rich. It means being big is produce so much more income. Well, the truth is, that you might, as a single operator, take 80% of the profit of the business, for example. Now, when you're employing somebody, you're lucky to get 20 or 30% as profit from the employee. So you've got to, employ a lot of people just to replace yourself to make that same profit. Of course, as you get bigger and bigger, you take on bigger contracts. You get so big that your customers, which are plentiful, you've got lots and lots of customers, you lack that ability to give them that personalised service. When you're small, you have that ability to be service those customers, personalise, attend to all their details, and you form a relationship with that client. And when you're big and you've got lots of employees, you don't have that chance. And when you're big, if you haven't got a system in place, a good system where all the employees follow, and you've got good employees, and you can get employees, there's a lot of stress. You've got to borrow to grow, and that's nothing wrong with borrowing. There is good borrowing, there's good credit, but of course it all comes with risks. If it goes wrong, well, there we go. But if you're on your own, it's not so bad, is it? So I look at it as profitable by running on my own, because I can dictate the type of work I want. I can target specific areas, specific customers that will pay me well. Whereas a big company, I've got to work on volume. Because I've got employees, I get caught up. I can't necessarily have all good customers because they're not always there. I've got to take on volume because I've got to pay my employees. But when I'm on my own, I can sacrifice that. I can have some lean times. And if there's a drought, for example, when you're small, you can adapt, you can think quick on your feet, you can change your strategy very quickly. Whereas a larger organisation, you've got to retrain staff, you've got to set up new strategies, new systems. You can't react as quickly as when you're operating on your own. So the advantages of being small is quite tempting when you're starting out and even along your journey, because a lot of you will think about employing people. You will think about growing because, well, that's what they tell us to do, don't they? They always say you've got to be big to succeed. Well, I don't believe that's true. I believe to succeed, you've got to have that balance of lifestyle, but also have that ability to earn good income, which you can do as a small operator. So think about it carefully if you do want to grow, and there's a lot of people that have grown successfully and have done it really well. But of course it takes you away from your balance of life. There's a lot more time that you have to put back into that business. Whereas running a small concern, You've got certain targets you want to meet each day and week and month and year. And once you've met that, off for a round of golf, take the missus to the pitches, go and play with the grandkids, or take the kids to the footy, or whatever. You've got that ability when you're small. So small can be profitable, because you're providing personalised service to your clients. You know, you've got the ability to pick and choose. The work is there. Yes, I know when you're starting out, it is hard to find at times, but it will fall into place. And you'll soon learn the areas that you'll get work from. And we've discussed that in many videos in the past. Just a quick video today. Being small can be profitable. Do you agree? Do you think we all should grow? I tried to grow a little bit. I went up to 4 employees. I didn't last long. I think I lasted 12 months, maybe 18 months I think I lasted. It was just too stressful. It wasn't for me. But again, that doesn't say that that's not going to work for you. All right, viewers, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. And please give us your idea of profitable. Bye.